Long ago, in the beautiful kingdom of Hyrule, surrounded by mountains and forests, legends told of an omnipotent and omniscient golden power that resided in a hidden land. Many people aggressively sought to enter the hidden golden land. But no one ever returned. One day, evil power began to flow from the Golden Land. So the king commanded 7 wise men to seal the gate to the land of the Golden Power. That seal should have remained for all time. But, when these events were obscured by the mists of time and became a legend, a mysterious wizard known as Aghanim came to Hyrule to release the seal. He eliminated the good king of Hyrule. Through evil magic, he began to make descendants of the 7 wise men vanish, one after another. And the time of destiny for Princess Zelda is drawing near. Plot dump, right? Hello everyone, and welcome to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. And we're starting right off with naming our character Link, and I know I've named a lot of Links Link, but it makes sense with this one given the fact I named him that in the Oracle games. I'll explain that later though. Help me. Please help me. I'm a prisoner in the dungeon of the castle. My name is Zelda. The wizard, Aghanim, has done something to the other missing girls. Now only I remain. Aghanim has seized control of the castle and is now trying to open the 7 wise men's seal. I'm in the dungeon of the castle. Please help me. Link, I'm going out for a while. I'll be back by morning. Don't leave the house. Should I be concerned that you're taking your sword and shield? Well, screw you, Uncle. I'm actually gonna go anyway. But first, open up this chest to get the lantern. You got the lamp. You can now light areas with the darkness. That was terribly written and read. I apologize for that. I skipped that dialogue a bit too quickly. Probably shouldn't do that for items. Now, if I was actually just casually playing this game, I'd actually be done with the game by now because I would have speedrun it. By the way, let's see if we can figure out a way into the castle. If you try to go other paths, you'll find soldiers who are blocking your way, but if you talk to them, you can actually learn some basics about the controls. Lift this up and fall down here to find a secret passageway. Alright, let's see what we got. Go. Oh. Ugh, Link, I didn't want you involved in this. I told you not to leave the house. Take my sword and shield and listen. You can focus power in the blade. Hold the B button! Then release it using the secret technique handed down by our people. Link, you can do it. Save the princess. Zelda is your... Ugh. Wait. Zelda's my what? Zelda's my what? Zelda's my what? Anyway, Ego Raptor reference aside, this is actually the first game to introduce the spin attack. Hold the B button, you can charge your blade up, and then you'll do a circular slash, which does double damage from your normal attacks. And notable that it took down the knife guards in 1 shot, whereas it took down the other guys in 2 otherwise. These green things fill up our magic meter, which is how we use our lamp at the moment. You use your lamp with the Y button, but I wouldn't recommend using it, honestly. It's not too useful here at all. Anyway, let's see if we can figure out what's going on in this castle. Sword guards, if I recall, have slightly more HP compared to the knife guards. And here we are in Hyrule Castle, which is the first appearance of one of my favorite songs in Zelda history. I love this theme, which is why I'm talking over it. Either way, Hyrule Castle is pretty much your introductory dungeon. It's what gets you introduced to a lot of the gimmicks that this, well, not gimmicks, the mechanics, rather, of the game and its dungeons. Specifically, floors and some key stuff. Speaking of which, open this chest for the dungeon map. We can use it to see our current position and see the rest of the map by pressing X. As we can see, Hyrule Castle is not a very large dungeon in terms of room number. In terms of floor count, it's fairly large. This is a key. Keys open doors. They can only be used once for some reason, because apparently we break it by using it. Hey, dude, how you do? Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, you can deal with the enemies here. Killing them can give you rupees, but it's honestly just more worth it to watch them fall, because it makes me giggle. I love that they actually programmed a little panic animation for the guy, too. Like, some games, they just downright fell, nothing really special about it, but this game, they actually managed to make it a bit comedic. Anyway, I'm gonna spare a lot of the guards here, because they're still technically the Hyrule guards, they're just trying to kill me for some reason. And there's a locked door in front of us, so let's head right instead of up. And in this room, we get the boomerang. Give it a try. To select an item, press the dart button. And we kill that guy for a key. But let's pause the game and check this out. The green square is where all your equipment items are, like the lamp and the boomerang, but I have the boomerang on there. As you can see, there has a Y in the top left. That's because those items you use with the Y button. Down below that in the red box is the A box. That's what all the A button stuff can do so far. Lift 1, read, talk, and pull. Equipment and the pendants and the other stuff is all fairly self-explanatory. Well, that was redundant. I'm guessing that's due to just some of the simpler coding at the time, but when you enter a room, you technically already did everything you need to do to unlock the doors. They'll just close and open up immediately, which I find really redundant. It's not the only Zelda game to do it, I'll give it that, a lot of them do, but yeah. Anyway, the boomerang, you can throw in all 8 cardinal directions, and if it hits an enemy, it'll generally freeze them. And let's pick up a pot here, because we're coming up on the first boss, Chainball Knight. The Chainball Knight can be dealt with in 2 ways. Well, technically 3. Slashing, boomerang and slashing, or 2 pots to the face. We got the big key. This is the master key of this dungeon. It can open many locks that small keys cannot, like this one. And we get money, which is more important than her. Thank you, Link. I had a feeling you were getting close. Link, listen carefully. The wizard is magically controlling all the soldiers in the castle. I fear the worst for my father. The wizard is an inhumane fiend with strong magical powers. Do you understand? Yes. Alright, let's get out of here before the wizard notices. I know a secret path, but first we have to go to the first floor. Let's go. And yeah, Inhuman is right. He burned the king to the crisp if you were watching the intro, right? There was a skeleton there. All skin incinerated, unless it just kind of rotted there, in which case, yeah. I actually forget, in the manga do they show how he killed the king? I know they show that he's actually the one that killed Link's uncle. Either way, let's continue on. We do have to bring her back to the first floor. In fact, we have to go to the first room where the first room where we entered the castle from, and then head north there. But thankfully, there's this path here, which acts as a slight shortcut to get back to the staircase. Also, if I sound slightly different, that's because I'm actually using my newer laptop for audio recording to check that out. I'm also using Camtasia Studio 8 for this, just to check how it works. I like 7 better so far. But I might use Camtasia Studio 8 for audio recording, should it all go well. One little detail I do like here, oh whoops. There is a secret passage in the throne room that leads to the sanctuary. I'm sure the old man there will help us. One detail I really like about this dungeon is that you can actually hear the rain in a lot of the rooms, because, you know, it's raining outside. And fun fact, if you actually beat the game in this dungeon thanks to that one speedrunning trick, the rain actually plays during the ending. That ornamental shelf should open. Do you have a light? It's pitch dark inside and you can't see without one. If you're ready, let's go. Help me push it from the left. You do need the lamp to come in here, or at least see well in here. Technically, we could have actually gotten the lamp in 2 places, either our house or that first chest I opened here in the castle. Not far from where our uncle died, but I got it in the first place. And this is all the light that we get. Still better than Pokemon, because we can at least see more than 5 feet in front of us, which is the one that really matters. So we can't get blindsided by enemies. I like that design choice. Enemies down here are just rats and the occasional rope, thankfully. Though, as we'll see here, these ropes really like to screw with me. I apologize for poor performance here, but it's the fact that I haven't really played this game in a couple of years. In fact, the last time I beat it was the Game Boy Advance version. Oh, Lord. No. Okay, now I'm panicking slightly. Can I get some health, please? Oh, thank you. Yeah, the little annoying beep beep is back for when you're low on health. It's actually one of the less annoying versions, but it still gets kind of irritating after a while. Anyway, let's head to the right here, find this treasure chest, which contains a key, which we, as I've mentioned, we used to open doors. They don't actually give a description for keys in this game, if I recall, too. After passing through these sewers, we'll be very close to the sanctuary, or to sanctuary, huh? Let's be careful. So is it just a building company called Sanctuary? Because it should be the Sanctuary, technically there, Zelda. Oh, shut up, you grammar Nazi. Thinking about it, this is actually one of the few technically non-fully blonde Zeldas. Her, Zelda 1 and 2 Zelda, and Twilight Princess are the only ones that come to mind that aren't, like, 100% yellow blonde. Then again, I really shouldn't be talking about hair colors, because Link's hair is a weird pinkish purple. Apparently that had to do with some weird palette choices they had with the Super Nintendo at the time, but yeah. And now we're out of the dark. Now in this room, you're gonna notice there's these two crumbled looking walls. We'll be able to take care of those eventually, but for now, we're just gonna need to leave them alone. And I'm low on health again, great. Honestly, the rats give me a lot more trouble than I'd like to say in this game. They always have, because they move really fast and really erratically. Ooh, 20 rupees, nice. That is surprisingly rare to get from one of those. Well, not surprisingly. Sanctuary's just beyond that door. Pull the switch over there. Which one? You have to pull the lever to open the door. Press the A button and hold down on the control pad. Now, here's the thing. They don't give that tutorial for both switches. They only give it for the one that's the correct one. If you pull down the left one, a couple snakes drop down into the room. Love the song in here, by the way. Princess Zelda, you're safe. Is this your doing, Link? Yes, it was Link who helped me escape from the dungeon. When I was captive, the wizard said, "Once I have finished you the final one, the seal of the wise men will open." Link, you must not let the land of Hyrule fall into the wizard's clutches. If he releases the seal of the 7 wise men, evil power will overwhelm this land. Before that happens, before it's too late. Destroy the wizard before he destroys all of Hyrule. You can do it. You can. I sense a mighty evil force guides the wizard's action and augments his magical power. The only weapon potent enough to defeat the wizard is the legendary Master Sword. It is said the village elder is a descendant of one of the 7 wise men. Maybe he can tell you more. I'll mark his house on your map. I'll watch your every move. I am certain that the castle soldiers will be looking for you now. I'll hide Princess Zelda here. Do not worry. Seek the elder. Do you understand? Since you're gonna repeat it all, since if I say no, I'm gonna say yes. And access this chest for a heart container! And now our maximum life increases and also heals us, so no beeping for us. But with that, I'm gonna need to end this off here. Thank you guys for watching, and in part 2, we'll be finally exploring the land of Hyrule. Again. Yay! See you guys then.